Hi everyone. So, wow, I have not made one of these vlogs in forever, and these are my car vlogs that I think I've never actually posted, or maybe I posted like once or twice, but I've made so many of these. And the reason why I like the car vlogs are because time passes by quickly, and then I'm like, "Oh, look, it's already like time to go to class." And then um I like that. So, anyway, yeah, you're probably gonna hear a lot of cars because it just so happens that it's time when not my classes, but classes are being released at this time, or are supposed to be released at this time, but I was released like an hour earlier. Um, but today I just kind of wanted to talk about something that really impacted me in class, the first class too. Um, I really like my classes sometimes. Sometimes. No, for the most part, I really enjoyed all my classes in college so far. But, okay, sorry I just changed the lighting, but I just realized that maybe you could see me better like this. Maybe. And I have no lipstick on, so I'm sorry. I always feel so bad about not having lipstick on. So I'm sorry. But anyway, so this class that I just had, it's History of Photography 2. And, obviously I had History of Photography 1. I had it in my first semester, I believe. And I had the same teacher, and I really liked her, and that's why I picked her again. Because sometimes courses have different professors that teach them. And, you can explore your options. But I really did like the professor that taught me History of Photography 1, so I picked her for History of Photography 2 again. And, obviously she recognized me. Well, let me tell you the story of my day today, this morning, actually. So I was supposed to go work out with a friend, which didn't really happen because, we're lazy. I'm just kidding. No, we're not lazy, but we went to sleep really late. At least I know I did. I went to sleep like at 3 or 4 or something like that. And we were supposed to go wake up at at 8. So she texted me and she's like, how about we just like skip working out and go shopping? And then it started raining, so we couldn't go shopping. And so by the time I woke up, it was like 11 in the morning. And I remember waking up and I felt like I couldn't open my left eye, and now it's fine. It's like no longer swollen, but I'm like, I can't open it, like something, like it hurts. I don't know, like it felt weird when I tried to open my eye completely. Like this part right here just felt like it wasn't right. So I got up and I looked in a mirror and I was like, oh my god, I look ridiculous. I if my eye was still swollen, I would never make a video with a swollen eye. That was just so weird. And that happened like at 11 in the morning, and I think that before that I was waking up a little bit and just feeling my eye was like feeling weird. So I'm freaking out. I'm like going on WebMD and I'm like, what the hell is it? It said pink eye and allergies, and I'm like, I'm not allergic to anything, not that I know of. I don't have pink eye because my eye is obviously not pink. It was just the eyelid was swollen, so I was freaking out. I was like, I have to go to school. It's like my first day of class. Like I can't miss it. And I'm gonna be in school all day, so I couldn't just be like, I can go to the hospital. So I'm freaking out. I'm running late. I leave my house or whatever, and I'm wearing sunglasses. I think in the matter of like 2 or 3 hours, my eye went back to normal, but I have no idea what it is. People were like, oh, maybe just slept on it, but that's happened to me before, and my eye gets like a little red and a little swollen, but not to the extent that it was swollen this time. I should have taken a picture, but thank God I didn't, because I would never want to show anyone. I would rather have a black eye again for like 3 weeks than have that swollen eye for 2 hours. It was ridiculous. And anyway, so when I came to class, she was like, "Who are you?" Because I was wearing sunglasses, and I took my sunglasses off. And she's like, "Oh, okay, I remember you." So I was like, by then my swollen eye had gone down, thank God, and that's what happened. But anyway, this video just totally took a different direction. So basically, what I wanted to talk to you about, I feel so like restrained to this little, because I kind of can't move, and if I move, my computer will move too. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I will go on forever and I will possibly cry. But we watched a documentary, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's pretty much like a documentary from this artist, by this photographer, who is his name is Vic Muniz, and he is a Brazilian photographer, artist, visual artist. And I had never heard about him, but after I saw some of his work, I was like, oh yeah, it looks familiar. It looks like something I've seen. And it was insane. So the whole documentary, it's not about his whole life or about all his work, but it's about the garbage. I forgot, Photos of Garbage, I think he called that series. Photos of Garbage, and it's pretty much, he goes to Brazil, and they have these people who collect garbage, and it's not actually garbage. They collect recyclable materials, and then they sell it, and that's kind of how they make a living. And it's so sad, but he goes over there and he meets all these people, and he says, let me take some pictures, and then he blows them up, and he recreates the photographs that he took and makes them out of these materials and garbage and all that stuff. And it is just like, I think it was like 3 hours or something, but it just opens your eyes to like a whole different kind of world, and it really makes you stop and think about your life and how you live, and really how fortunate you are. Because I mean, I didn't need to see this video to know how fortunate I am, and to know that life isn't like it is in America, obviously. I'm sorry if I get like teary-eyed or like my voice breaks, because this is something that really breaks my heart, because it kind of is really close to me. If you all did not know, I am actually from a small country in South America, and I'm from Ecuador, and many of you may not know where that is, which is totally fine, but let me just put this out there. It's not in Africa. It's right below Colombia. Okay, we have like Venezuela, and then we have Colombia, and then we have like a tiny little country, and it's called Ecuador, and that's where I'm from. And I had not visited for 9 years, and I went back in 2009, and we went to this, I can't remember if it was a home or if it was a school, and it was for really underprivileged children, and we gave them Christmas gifts, and we spent some time with them. We hired a magician. I think he was a magician or something like that. And that, like, being there, because I know that in my country there's a lot of poverty, and in South America, and pretty much everywhere kind of outside of the US, because it's not just really South America, but it's, South America, of course, is nothing compared to Africa, but like, I go back there so much now, and the first time it was really heartbreaking, because I was there. Oh my God, I always like, I can't. Okay, so like, we gave these kids, see, this is why I can't make these kind of videos, because I start crying. So we gave these kids like sweatpants and a sweatshirt and sneakers, and with their names on it, and they were like brand sneakers, and The clothes was brand new, like custom made for them, and we took them food and presents and entertainment, and just like the joy of those kids. And I took pictures, and their faces, and like how happy they were with so little. They were literally in like this house, not like in this little building, and everything around it was pretty much like dirt, and they had like one really really old computer, and just I can't even like describe that place, but we were there for a couple of hours with them, and I felt so fortunate in that moment. And ever since then, I really like I think about I'm sorry. I can't do this sometimes. I'm like trying to pull through my tears, but it's like really hard. But anyway, like I really think about, the situations that people who are obviously less fortunate than I am. So that's why this guy, he like really stood out to me. This artist, he's like, I came from like a very poor family too, and he grew up to be this like amazing artist. And it's not so much about the artwork, but it's about the message. And anyway, for a very long time I've been struggling with what kind of artist I want to be and what kind of photographer I want to be. And at the beginning I was like, oh, I want to be a fashion photographer, I want to be glamorous, and I want to shoot for Vogue, and very kind of just empty, like empty career and empty life, I felt like. And one day I just woke up and I was like, that's not going to make me happy, because as much as I love to wear good clothes, as much as I love fashion, as much as I love all of that, that's not who I am. And at the end of it, at the end of the day, I stripped down to no makeup and in like Hello Kitty pants and a shirt, and that's kind of who I am. So I really thought about like when I started, I was taking pictures of flowers, which is like what everybody does. But when I really kind of got into my own style, which I really don't have a style yet, but when I was starting to discover, like, I really liked dark photos, and I like being sarcastic in my photos, and I like sending a message and putting something out there that people are going to be like, what is she trying to say? Not just like, I'm trying to sell clothes and that's it. And it's all about the model, and is she pretty, is she tall, is she skinny, is she wearing the right clothes, is she styled the right way. And it's like this inner thing with myself, and maybe this vlog is just for myself, because I just don't want to be that kind of artist, and I don't want to be that kind of person. I am, believe it or not, I am a very like sentimental and very like down to the core of the earth kind of person. And I have these connections with my art and with art itself, and you just have to like look really deep in there. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of my friends don't know that. They're like, oh, you like fashion, and it's like, yeah, but it's much more than that. And I have been wanting to explore myself as an artist. And so I think this class is going to be really good for me, because it's about what you're trying to say and what that artist is trying to tell you, and not so much about the aesthetics of the photo and whether it's realistic or beautiful, because reality is not always beautiful. And society is not always right. And I could say a million things about this, but this vlog is almost 15 minutes long. Now it's 15 minutes long, and well, I just kind of wanted to talk about this film, and I will put the name of the film at the end if you want to watch it. The artist, his name is Vic Munoz, and he's from Brazil, as I said. It's a beautiful documentary. I pretty much said the plot, but if you really want to feel connected to something, and you really want to kind of step out of the world you live in, you're dealing with stress, or you're dealing with your own problems, like, step out and see that it's not that big of a deal. And I think that that's what it said to me today. I have been dealing with a lot of stress, and just seeing that just kind of gave me like a little sign, like, you know, it's gonna be okay, because it's not the end of the world. You're not going to die, and you can get through it. And if these people can get through these like really bad circumstances, and they can still be happy, and they can still have a lot of hope, then I can get through a couple of, you know, busy days. And that's kind of what it's all about, right? So thanks so much for watching. If you watched, I know I haven't made like a vlog in forever, so it's okay. And yes, that's that. If you have any idea what the swollen eye was about, I would love to know, because I honestly don't know. Look, it's not swollen anymore. It was this one. It's like definitely not swollen anymore, but I still put makeup on it. I was like, I'm gonna cover it up somehow, and it just went down, so it's really awesome. Thanks so much for watching again, and I hope you got something out of this video. Alright, bye!